Hello viewers, it's Super GT here and welcome to yet another Project Cars Overtaking challenge. And in this one we are around the new DLC circuit, Ruapuna circuit, and we are in the Formula Rookie cars at the back of a 30 car grid. Doing 8 laps, so this is going to be a little bit longer than the previous one, which should mean I'll be able to get a bit further to the front. So I'm already in 25th because of the very slow start, which is something I noticed in this game. The cars start really weird. When the lights go green, the cars sort of just shuffle. The AI sort of do a weird little shuffle to the side, and you see that they've wiped each other out. That's done me a favour because now I've gained another 2 positions for free there. And we're up the inside of another car here, so we're 21st. Going into the left hand kink, and we're going to come up to the hairpin now. Another car's slow there, another car's slow on the left. And that's another 2 positions. So this is always where you're going to gain a lot of positions at the start. I've been tagged slightly there, and I've managed to keep control. And we come around the very twisty infield section. I did really like this section actually. Really quite nice to play. The camber on this section is really nice. And again, the AI cars there, tangling with each other. And that's really helped me because now I'm in 14th position already. And this is on 80% AI, so it's not easy by any means. And on the last corner there you can see that I can do a cutback overtake. So there is a guy there on my right hand side. I can't quite see him, but I'm going to give him space because I know he is somewhere there. So we come into the first corner. This is a really tricky corner. You might have seen it from my other video on this circuit. You really do have to be very patient on the brakes. So I get hooked up quite nicely there, and there's plenty of runoff on the exit. And I can use my slipstream here to dive up the inside. I noticed they braked really early on that corner. You can get away with just laying off the throttle at that corner, but they are all braking really heavily. So I've braked way too deep going into there, and I've been tagged by the AI, been abused and pushed onto the grass. I'm not exactly sure where he was, but I'm pretty sure I was quite near the edge of the track. I didn't think he actually needed to go that far and ran me off. But I'm up his inside now anyway, and we've reclaimed 12th position and coming around the end of the second lap. So we have done a quarter of this challenge and we've already gained 18 positions, which is not bad. But it's always the first positions, or the first positions are easy to gain, but it's later on in the race where you're meeting the guys at the front of the pack who are always faster. Those are the positions that are harder to get. So the guy in first place is already well around this corner, so I really have my work cut out if I want to catch him. So again, very wide at the first corner. I was getting that really inconsistent throughout this whole challenge. So again, and this corner they really brake too early, I found on that one. So I have to hold back a bit and make sure I don't go to the back of the other guys. And into this one, I've rammed him wide there, and I'm going to hold up my hand and say that I got that one wrong. But they were really braking too early on the left-hander, but then really late on that hairpin, and it really caught me out a couple of times, as you'll see. So we've gained only 1 position on that lap, but sometimes 1 position is all you need to take, and you can't get too greedy because this isn't actually the first attempt at recording this. I did have quite a few attempts at doing this before I got one that I was pleased with. The amount of times I was getting rammed off left, right and centre by the AI, I was getting absolutely abused. So I thought I'd re-record and get a good decent run. So we're in the top 10 now. So gained 20 positions in 3.5 laps. So you can see there how much I gain when there's no one in front of me, because I don't have to brake when there's no one there. So we gained another 2 positions just on pure momentum. And that guy, you can see how late they brake. I braked pretty much as late as I thought I could get away with, and he's managed to go right around the outside almost. But I've managed to hang up on the inside. That's a really tight corner, that hairpin back there. So if someone does go around the outside, they really do have to go the long way. Okay, so we are in 8th position now, and coming around the final corner, I find it's best to just let the accelerator go quite early on that one and push out wide, going onto that extra runoff on the exit, so you can get decent speed going onto the straight, and you can get a lot of slipstream on this game. I'm quite far back here, so I'm not going to get any on this lap, but you really have to make the most of the slipstream, so make sure you're getting right behind the guy in front if you want to maximise your speed down the straight. You see how inconsistent I am around the first corner. Once again, getting a bit wide, but you'll see here how much I'm going to gain as we go through the left-hander. Just a bit of a lift, and that guy really getting the run on him, going into the hairpin for the 5th time. So you see actually there, he actually did try to go up on the outside. I can't believe how late they can brake, but when you're on the inside there's not much they can do. And coming through the twisty infield section, I'm getting a lot more momentum coming out of that corner. I changed my lineup a little bit compared to the AI, approaching that left-hander more from the left, or the right-hander more from the left, and then getting a better exit because you're taking a better racing line than they are. So side by side near enough, or I dug back in to get the extra slipstream. You can see there how much quicker you go just when you go back into the slipstream. But I'm going to be on the inside now. As we kink slightly to the left, that will help me as I'm on the left hand side. And again, I'm braking very safely onto that corner so that I don't spin out. When you start braking late and turning at the same time while braking, that's when you're going to start spinning out. So it's best just to hold back a little bit and be a bit more conservative. So quite easily getting past that guy into the left hand kink, and as we come into the hairpin, I'm not going to bother with the covering the insides. I don't think he's there, and indeed he's not. I don't get a tap from anywhere, and you can see here this is where I take the different line. I'm going to approach more from the left than that guy in front of me did, which means I can get a better run out through that corner. You can see how much I gain through here. It's a bit of a risk overtaking into this corner. It's not really a big long braking point, which is what you want for overtaking. So I'm not going to dive up the inside there. Be a bit more patient. And you've got this long straight here, plus I can get the slipstream again and overtake him this way instead. So it's always a good idea to be a bit more patient on this game. This isn't really your Forza Motorsport or F1 3-lap sprint. You know, you've got to be a bit more patient. I know this is, I said it's 8 laps. I suppose you could do 3 laps on this game if you wanted and then call it a sprint, but even then I think you should still be a bit more patient in this game. It's a bit different. Well, it's totally different. It has different game mechanics, so you should play the game accordingly. So lap 7 out of 8, going into the hairpin now, and we're going to hook up very nicely with the apex this time, and we are gaining very nicely on 4th and 3rd. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get to 1st place as it stands. He's a good couple of seconds ahead then, plus I will have to overtake 3 more cars just to be behind 1st place. And you can see here on the entry into the final corner, gaining quite nicely, getting the slipstream already as we come out of the corner, getting double slipstream effect. He's gonna get the slipstream from the guy in front, and I'm gonna get his slipstream, so I'm gonna get double the effect technically. So you can see there just how much speed I gain on top of him, and we're already alongside coming to turn 1 for the last time, and I've gone a little bit deep, but hook up slightly with the apex. I say hook up, but I didn't really hook up. I hooked up with the middle of the track, you could say. And now we're coming to the kink for the final time. And I'm going to be a bit more careful to get a nice run out as we come out of the corner. Use my momentum nicely through there into the hairpin for the last time. Am I going to get tagged? Oh, I get a bit of understeer, and then I get abused by the AI, and I've been pushed over the grass. Or I took to the grass because that's the way I was going. So I've been abused by the AI in project cars once again, and that is quite a common occurrence. So I've gone back down to 5th, but that is still a decent result from 30th. I've gained 25 positions. Can I get another position coming around the final corner, coming onto the main straight? I'm going to try and get in the slipstream, see what I can do. Can I gain one more position? It's going to be very close, and not quite. Almost made it, but wasn't quite there in the end. But we have gained 25 positions this time, which is an improvement on the last result. So if you did like the video, guys, remember to hit the like button, and you can suggest a track and car combination for me to do in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.